Yeah, I mean, YSS is good for a carry, for a core. But I think Benekit would be enabled more on some more proactive heroes, especially for the early games.
Yeah. I think
for the most part, I mean, it's if you are a core, if you're playing like on a core hero like YSS, whenever a fight happens, there are two decisions coming into your mind. Will I farm? Or will I try to convert somewhere else? Or will I join the fight? Most of the time, on Benekit, especially when he is playing Cho, he joins the fight. He makes impactful plays on that one. Sometimes he even initiates, right?
That's right.
And
there came a point where we were talking about Execration. That was last week, and we were saying, oh, Benekit is valid for an MVP of the week because of how well he plays around his teammate, how he participates into team fights.
Yeah. And actually observe the past games. I mean, he has been rolling on more proactive melee heroes here. You got Lancelot as well on the hands of Benekit here. So, you know, why not? Why put the YSS here?
And what is this?
Wow.
An overreaction from Execration meant that they will give away the Selena to NXP Solid, the 100% picked and banned hero.
Oh my god.
Nevertheless, Execration, I like that they have solidified their side lanes now.
Yes, with Khalid. The Khalid pick is good. I just can't help but feel that the Selena, not banning the Selena is too much. You know, trading the Harit for the Selena is too much here.
A backshot pick once again from NXP Solid. And
Chester.
they are gonna go with a Cho.
Chester will go Super Saiyan here.
Oh yeah.
Chester is very angry, you know that.
Yeah, his focus is
he wants to get he really wants to destroy Zapnu. He really wants to I mean my term here is indeed that. Destroy Zapnu, destroy Execration. And what more enables him with that? But a Selena, right?
Yeah, you can see it from NXP. This is an Aether special, to say the least. For the longest time, one of the runners of this Selena. But obviously, this is one of the better picks in what we know as the running meta. Now, Execration, while it's true that they have secured very good heroes, this is still them showing their hand. Showing both of your side laners. That might be the best. Oh, Valier pick from Execration. What does his answer so far? Well, it's good against jumpers because it can do the pushback with the searing turret, so that's good. It's percent-based. The damage is also good against the tank heroes of NXP. What I don't like, though, is that there's not much execution factor now for Execration.
Not to mention the Valier is left vulnerable here. I'm accounting for the next bans for Execration side, and I was looking into a ban towards a Lancelot, a Ling. Well, maybe not the Ling anymore, but a Lancelot. You know, the Renegade hero here, Hellcurt. Because that Valier might be an easy target here now for the remaining picks of NXP.
Look at NXP now, Shinbuber. We're talking about how important the tank support matchups are, and we know that somebody needs to take over for both teams. And NXP Solid answering that with the straight-up ban of the Atlas and the Kufra, the Chaknu specials. And we know that Chaknu is such a good player, but if he's not enabled,
there we go.
He'll not have it.
Yeah, and there we go. That was a good ban, the Lancelot. You know, especially against H2. What I'm worrying now, the only left pick here for Chaknu would be the PNK.
Yeah. I don't like the side of a PNK plus the Valier combo. There's not much initiation in it, although there is Khalid. And we might go into that realm of that no tank setup for Execration where your tankiest hero could be the Khalid, and I like
exhausting the Chaknu hero here.
Chaknu heroes. What is left? Maybe another Hylos? That's not going to bode well for Execration. Is it time for the Grak, however? Is it time for the Grak?
Grak might be good.
Roger.
Oh, you go Roger first, and you last pick the Chaknu hero, the Chaknu special. So this is Execration all in on the duels. And there's a lot of melee heroes for Execration that they might be punished now for NXP. Looking at possible side laners now for NXP Solid. We were talking about the Carmilla. And NXP Solid is a team that we know
loads out the Carmilla effectively, quite effectively. And let us see, there you go. We will have the Ling. This might be a nice dent.
Oh man,
against the formation of NXP, but it got reinforced quickly by the Gatot Kacha pick. But look at that.
Oh man, here they go
Chaknu
again.
hero will be
the Khalid.
Khalid.
And what I do like about Execration is that there are no gray areas for this team, man. If they're all in, they're all in.
They're all in.
If there's no tank, there's literally no tank for Execration.
Right. Man,
they went full sustain previous game, and they said, we don't do
can still
balance.
get into the late game monster that he's always done. He has always done.
Yeah.
So
Ling is gonna be a big problem, Shinbu. There's no catch.
yeah. So yeah, there you go.
It's a 2-0.
Easy lunchtime for me. Easy bonus lunch for me for
here's
tomorrow
the
against
thing.
Manji.
Everything from NXP solid. Every single hero is good against each matchup. The Gadokacha destroys the melee composition of Execration, and it's gonna destroy the Roger.
Yeah.
The Selena is gonna amplify the objective taking potential as well as the jungle clear of NXP Solid. If there's anything that's good for Execration, it's gonna be the side lane push coming out from the Thames as well as the Alice. But when the team fights will happen, and that's gonna happen in the mid game, they're not gonna be favored at all.
Yeah. Oh my, Zapno is actually taking some tower dives here. I'm actually very curious about the running invades. There goes Chaknu. H2 secures his own buff. Forces the flicker out on Chaknu. He might be able to walk away. Where is any... Are there any flickers? No, none. Coming in from NXP. Pushback done in by Etomax. Chester here with the arrow. He go for the bite. He will.
Oh, they know.
No! I thought Etomax might deliver the trap onto Chaknu. Chaknu gets spotted here. And there goes Hate. He gets the kill onto Chester. This might be 2 kills done for the main carry of Execration. But H2 re-engage. Those are early kills.
Oh, not
my man for the Ling. Not gonna be very good use here. Yawi backs up. There's gonna be Hate. Goes for the Cyclone Eye. Re-engage. Yawi might be another victim falling against an EXE. Very cutie on attack. Oh! He got the brush down. There's no more auto-attack available here from the Alice, and that's it. That settles 2-1 in favor of NXP.
Okay. So NXP definitely get the upper hand in there, especially because they gave 2 kills to the H2 hero.
Oh my god.
And also, a kill on Hate is good. One thing that maybe Execration can look into that specific clash, because it went too long, at least their cores or their side laners get the farm on the side lanes. However, there is no save for this for Execration. That is definitely a couple of mistakes on their part. And I like that Yawi has survived in there.
Execration is always wild, you know.
They are.
Very, very
wild.
Hate
misses. Oh, this is how you feel that Execration is not in the groove.
Yeah.
Even Hate with that Lycan pounce really puts himself against the wall and not going to be able to get out in there.
Yeah, and look at the here. H2 knows the lead that he has.
Yeah.
The only problem right now for the Link is the patch.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. But H2 is feeling confident. He's been jumping around, trying to spot out where Execration will exit from their own jungle.
Yeah.
But that's it. This establishes... the gold lead falls in favor a bit for the side of NXP. But this is... NXP is now on the driver's seat.
For Execration, they need to control the early game because that's the Roger lineup. The moment that they lose their foothold of the game, that's the moment that they also lose.
Yeah,
also,
Roger lineup, man.
This is such a good Ling game that you're feeling it, and H2O feels it. He's diving because he knows that it is a good Ling game. Looking at the heroes that it can burst down, literally everyone. The problem with the Khalid is that the sustain is a little bit fake on the Khalid, so that he needs to ramp it up. It's not solid, tank it up like how Baksha does it or how Kufra or a Grok does it. Khalid needs to pray before he's able to strengthen himself up as they take another one, the bottom lane. Chester and Red J pairing up for a kill on Zapnu.
And stickers are popping out.
Chester and Zapnu, man.
Chester, man. Especially onto Zapnu. That's 3-1. Ladies and gentlemen, Chaknu doing what he can. I really feel like, the Chaknu playstyle fits, durable tanks.
You know what? I am tasked, Mr. Shinbu, to make sense of of both teams' lineups.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I cannot find anything that will save Execration now. I thought that if they do secure the first 2 minutes of the game, they might have a chance.
Yeah.
But they are now far from it. 3-1 with 1,000 gold, more than 1,000 gold for NXP Solid, and a Ling that's very happy with what he has.
Yes. And we're not even in the mid game.
Not even.
We're not even in the mid game, Wolf here. So, especially we have a Selena and Ling that flourishes down for the early game. All that is needed is 1 kill there. But let us see. There is, of course, an adjustment from Execration. Playing quite safe. But the pressure is really heavy. Not on NXP. Chaknu stays into the mid. Chaknu will fall down. That is for sure. Blade of Tempest gets casted. Of course, makes it awkward for members of Execration to rescue Chaknu.
Yeah. And it's going to be harder and harder now for Execration. I'm looking at a little bit of timing in their part. Maybe with they get the items up, but it seems like it's not gonna happen now.
Yeah, that was a good answer there. Coming in from Hate down for the dive of Chester. The turtle still gonna be secured here by H2. It is secured down by the Retribution. You got MB here, becomes a gate. And EXE trades in 3 just so... NXP trades in 3 just so they can secure the turtle.
So that is good for Execration. I like how Hate identified that it is time for him to pounce. NXP Solid, they felt overly confident in there, and I cannot blame them for it.
Yeah.
They know that they are ahead. And unfortunately, NXP Solid, they are trying to hit a lot of birds with just one stone, and that is the turtle and winning the fight.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they can only get one.
One, yeah. And that's the turtle.
Indeed, the turtle. Not a bird.
They don't win the fight, ladies and gentlemen. But still, the main headline of this lineup is a Ling, you know? Look at the damage now being dealt by the Ling. That's around 500 already, a 471 down on the crits. Yeah. And still, like you mentioned earlier, Wolf, no easy catch for the Ling.
H2O, this is still his game. It's going to be up to him and how he manages his energy, and that might be the only thing that will set him up for a bad game in this game number 2 that we have. Even the arrows are falling in for Chester, and that's how you know that that you're reining in. And here's the thing, right? It's Selena is more like a... You wake up one day, you're a good Selena player. Though you wake up another, it's a bad day for you. And it seems like Chester, it's a good day for Selena.
It's a good day for Chester right now. He will feel very confident. There's a lot of vision. Yeah. There's a lot of vision provided by H2, by Yahweh there.
Yeah, exactly.
And without any tanks, every arrow is so rewarding. Every arrow is so rewarding right now. Like whoever receives the arrow there, even the Thams will be punished heavily. They got H2 here dancing around. He got a ledge just so he can pinch points out. And now you got Yaoi secured bagged in by Hate. Soul of Lava, lots of damage delivered against the shell of the turtle. MB will be the next victim here by EXE. That is a clear win there by EXE. Nice pick up there.
You see how NXP Solid dealt with it. They said, okay, there was our 2 supports, or at least the supporting crew. It was MB as a core, but we can trade for map control when we lose 2 members, and they know that they only have to last long enough for them to have the upper hand.
Very interesting pathing there by H2 actually. Did forward, went onto the side with the Blade of Tempest. That was a good catch though by Rene J. Yeah, onto Zapnu. It seems that the Thams here might not anymore be any factor against NXP. Rene J dancing around. Actually, both 2 teams are dancing around this turtle. Yeah. And no one wants to start.
That's a very important kill coming out from Rene J. Really establishes his pressure onto the side lanes. That's one thing that NXP Solid needs to be doing now is to push the turrets. And I like the fact that they're killing from the side lanes. And they're not really fighting head-on against Execration.
Because this is officially the mid-game.
That's right.
And this is a nice opportunity for Execration. Because the mid-game is starting, you know, lanes are starting to converge. They could take on 4v4 or 5v5 team fights. And it might be a nice turnaround for Execration. But look at that. Because even though the lanes are converging, that means a more field is gained in favor of NXP, including the field or the so to speak, the river for the turtle here. Easy turtle for H2.
Oh man, real estate management from NXP Solid by pushing against Execration and Chester. Because of the lead that they have, they can play like this, but unfortunately it will be duly punished by Itomax and Chaknu. But that's ultimate.
Oh, Execration is willing to fight that. They have no ultimate onto Itomax. They will lose this one. They have no ultimate, by the way, onto Chaknu. So yeah, at least they fall back. Yeah. You can actually see NXP trying to bait in for a fight here.
No, that's actually very smart from NXP. I thought that any other player, even us included, will definitely clash against Execration. NXP Solid as well as H2O, they said, okay, we don't really need kills at this point. We need to clear the waves and conserve our turrets as much as possible. And that's what they're doing. They aren't letting Execration to push. They're giving away kills on supports, and as long as they are support kills, it's okay for NXP Solid.
Yeah. All right. This is kind of unnecessary here. They're kind of, I mean, totally underestimating the damage and pick-up capacity of a Ling sitting at level 13 right now with your team. Well, you got hit on the level 13 as well. So but team fights will save Execration. That's all I can see here right now.
Especially now. I guess the term now that Execration needs to do is to learn is urgency. Their path to forcing a game number 3 will depend on them ending this game in quite a few minutes from now, snowballing against NXP Solid. Because if they hedge their bets against the Ling in the late game, their absolute deadline is the First Lord.
It's the First Lord. Yeah, we get it here. First Lord will come in at 5-second timer. Ladies and gentlemen, 8-7. With a 1K gold lead, honestly, in NXP Solid. I kind of feel that NXP is being too careful right now.
Yeah.
They're being reactive against Execration. Maybe really wanting to get that layered team fight that will ultimately result to the biggest win of this match. Because so far, they're not as aggressive as they are back in the laning phase. All right.
They're forcing the second skill of Chakno, but Chakno is going to be smart about it.
Yeah.
Just hides his teammates. It's the Arrow and the Roger, though. Are they going to fight this, Shinbu?
Ooh, look at that. Even Arrow on the Roger.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to be committing it. Probably they need the traps onto the Roger. They need the maximum damage onto Chester. I did saw the Arrow, no traps on that part.
Yeah,
right?
so it doesn't hurt that much.
Yeah.
But they will settle for the low-hanging fruit, which is Zapnu. And definitely going to be able to kill him down.
That's the problem, though. Side lane foundation is a bit weak right now for Execration here. Heavy pickups being done by Renegade and H2. And these are very, very fast heroes. You know, HO and Ling.
Can see now that the priority for NXP Solid is just to make sure that they are maintaining the game. It's not about winning.
They are.
At the point. It's all about maintaining because they know that maintaining pressure is their key to victory.
Yeah, they are. What they want is to reset the top lane side. There's pressure onto the top lane side. They will try to observe how Execration will respond down for the mid lane. And they can start the Lord. That hurts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. Yawi under the turret. Big mistake there. That is a big mistake. Nice jump by Hate. But of course, NXP didn't avail. MB here onto the side. Maybe he can catch someone. There's going to be the arrow onto Etamax. Hate once again into the front line. MB showed himself. And now Hate is targeting Chester. Hate falls back. Benecutie onto the side. Renegade.
Oh, it's just
Everyone is just careful.
Yeah, it's weird from NXP that they are either incredibly safe or incredibly aggressive.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened in Yahweh. It's a flip of the switch. I guess he's like a raging bull against a red cape, and he saw it.
Right?
Okay, I want to kill the Chak guy. And the Kali just regen up, and we were kind of talking about the Oracle, and that's Oracle for you. That's why we pick up the Oracle, the tank Khalid.
Yeah. On the idea of Oracle
Dominance
mixes
eyes.
well on the concept of desert, right? In terms of like fictional lore.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we'll see. Right now, we get the Enhanced Lord on.
Yeah.
Side lane pressure established by Execration, not so much. Is this Zapnu again? Round 2 onto Zapnu. He did cast the counter in Farna quite a bit late. H2, Blade of Tempest is gone. Hate may chase this one, but he gets greeted by Renegade in kill range. That's gonna be Yawi committing a kill against H2, was secured there by Etomax, ladies and gentlemen. Get MP onto the side. Benny Cutie dealing up with Yawi, soaking up a lot of damage when the Tortoise percentage is still up. Chaknu has a lot of regeneration to actually sustain that, and I think they will fall back. Yeah.
Okay, what a nice snag on H2O. It's H2O baiting and then Execution counter baiting, but look at the damage from Renegade. He's saying,
man,
it's my time now.
Everyone is setting up death brushes.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the death brush.
It's all about the death brushes. We have a very, I mean, I would still believe in terms of composition, this is NXP.
Yeah.
You know, they have a very, very stable composition. But the way they're playing here right now,
It's weird.
Trying to bait out skills.
Yeah.
Right? Trying to bait out skills.
It seems like at some point they know the strength of their lineup, but sometimes they don't, and they just run over Execration. And now Execration wants to punish them for it.
I just realized it might be Benecutie. The key to victory here for the members of Execration is putting up a lot of pressure here. No ultimate onto Benecutie, but still not going to be the target there. NJ chasing down Hate. Hate will be gone. Went for the final pounce. It is going to be H2 also saying goodbye. Benecutie is gone. There's going to be Chaknu. Etomax joins the fight. Zapnu is still alive. Renegade walks away. Did receive the first kill from Etomax, but it's still not going to be enough to get a kill onto him. That's Benecutie re-engaging. And look at that. This is the Alice I'm talking about. Might be the ray of hope here for Execration. He went for his own sticker as he walks away. Etomax also actually not giving way for this minion wave on the mid.
And all of that jazz, it only went down to 2 kills apiece. Well, Renegade, however, very nice positioning. I like that he did not commit his Way of the Dragon on the Roger and waited for the kill onto the Chakno afterwards. And that's amazing control of this Cho. You would really love to see NXP Solid take over with H2O on the driver's seat. However, he's getting punished as well from Execration. It's gonna be difficult for him, honestly.
I'm starting to get a feel or a vibe that we have this game is. I mean, NXP is a very stable comp, right? We keep on saying that, and Zamnu is still falling on this Thams. But this might be anybody's game. Just the way the team fights turn out, right?
Yeah.
We get Chaknu here. Will he regenerate? He will be able to regenerate, ladies and gentlemen. Must be able to walk away. Lots of spells thrown here by NXP. Yowie's melted. No one is able to deal up with Benny Cutie. And look at Benny Cutie, how he counters Renny J after the first kill. This opens up a lot of space for Hate trading with H2. It's not HT. It's still H2 getting the kill here. Now focus on to Zapnu. Benny Cutie dancing around with Renny J, getting the attention of Execration. And Etomax receives the kit. Very beautiful save there from the way of the dragon. Just so he can make the kill when it matters. Takes 2 in exchange for 1. Now they're going to be securing the Luminous Lord on the side of NXP.
Or will they? Shinbo Execration wants to fight this in the classic Execration fashion. They will fight. Fight and fight and fight. Contest until you die. That's Execration, man.
Yeah, that's Execration. I mean, I really believe they won't easily give out this Lord. They got Chaknu dancing around. Ultimate is still available. Raging Sandstorm from Execration. Arrow will miss its mark. That's gonna be Benny Cutie. He won't be swapping out. Countered though by MB Stomp. It won't be as the security here sides from the sides for NXP.
And Thams. This is Zapnu identifying we will not be able to get that Lord anyway, so I'll just push in the middle, in the bottom lane. And in the middle is a little bit pushed already for Execration. That was a trade-off of a turret for the Lord, for the Luminous Lord. And this is not the best for Execration. Dangerous, right?
Yeah, very dangerous. Look at the side lanes here pushing.
Exactly.
And I characterize Execration as a team who really crumbles under a Lord. Was very close. Etomax burns his flicker.
It's really, really close now.
Look at Renny J.
And Renny J is also trying to play aggressive at this moment. He knows that he can eliminate anyone at this point. He has high and dry. And even Zapnu might be taken out by Renny J.
Oh my god.
And I guess at this point, you need Queen's Wings massively on Execration.
Yeah. And at this point, NXP might start to trade in Malefic Roars. But let us see. They're going to be clearing this Lord easily. Zapnu stays there. Gets poked down by H2. H2 on 3/4 health. Nice defense there by Execration. Fully completed on that part.
Yeah, so here's the thing with NXP Solid. They don't have the best sieging.
Yes, we mentioned earlier, right?
We were mentioning this.
Yes.
And you kind of need more. And Execration, they can depend on that. As long as they are not getting wiped out completely by NXP, they're okay.
Honestly, they could have utilized the Lord with the Avatar of Guardian. I'm very curious man.
Yeah.
They didn't use that, right?
They're waiting for items, I think.
Probably, yeah.
And they know that they have the superior late game. And
well, this is still good. This is still some breathing room for Execration.
Yeah.
But I really feel that NXP can get an inhibitor at least, especially with the kit that they have. Just using the Avatar of Guardian. Because if they get the Link to come in first, it won't be a nice news here for NXP. Execration here, willing to trade. Chaknu stays into the front line. Will have to fall back. Has his immortality on. Full regeneration. Benny Cutie once again goes for the back line. Tags in Chester. Chester onto the side. There's the brush. Misses the arrow. Ladies and gentlemen, and I think that would be it. Both teams may start to break out. Chaknu still stays in the front line. Renny J. They're trying to guess where Renny J is. That's going to be it. He will be showing himself. Gets the job. Down onto Hate. That's under turret. Dive followed up by H2. Still Renny J fails the mission. Now they want to target H2. Like and Punch completed. Whereas Benny Cutie zones at the rest of the members here of NXP. They're going to chase down. There's going to be the stun onto MB. And now Yawi for the side. They have no firepower really to melt these tanks, but it doesn't matter. That's a win there. That's a clear win there by Execration in the mid.
And then NXP Solid, they really badly want to layer their skills like a cake, but instead they went in very bad spots. And H2 was still alive. This could be... They could defend this.
Yeah. They could defend this. That's under turret. But it's Chaknu getting the turret hit. And look at Execration. They're willing to take the turret. They really want to close this. And of course, you get H2 as well. Bad blood again, ladies and gentlemen.
And H2 showing us.
They want to finish the inhibitor turret without any minion. That's how much they want to get an advantage.
That's how bad the blood is. That's how thick this bad blood is, man. They are willing to really dive in. Here's what was going to talk about. They want to layer it like a cake, but instead they got a Venn diagram of skills that did not hit together in good synchronization. And you kind of feel what they're doing. There's the way of the dragon to isolate the core, and then the avatar of the guardian that they want to go for the backlash just to stop them from supporting the core. It's very smart from NXP. Unfortunately, it wasn't perfect when it comes to execution.
Oh my God.
And Execration duly punished them for it.
Yeah, and we are clearly into the late game. You know, items to plateau, 20-minute mark for this running game. Inhibitor turret might be easily pushed. There is the artillery minion. But what Chester is doing is actually making sure that there is an arrow consistently hitting in the mid. And Renegade is, classic always with this rotation. Whenever someone is pushing under their base, just hovering out to the side.
However,
was able to connection to Zapnu. Zapnu here is dead.
Zapnu is very close to dying at this point, sustaining. And Renegade says, your time is up, my time is now.
Yeah, they're focusing on to Yawi. That is the main tank. Arrow down onto Hate.
No!
Okay, once onto the wolf form, exchange that. A gate is formed. Immortality still on. Pops onto Etomax. MB staying there. Chaknu also. Benicute is not here. And I think that's it. NXP reads on. Benicute is the win condition for the side of Execration. And yeah, Renegade got the attention of that. That's it. That's the rest of the members of Execration getting plapped out by NXP one by one. What will happen here is a push in the mid. But still, Etomax still alive. Benicute joins the party. He is the ray of hope for Execration here. Big playmaker, switch in for his first kill. And now Etomax follows through, receives the arrow from Chester. And also we got Chaknu soaking up a lot of damage. A very interesting avatar of Guardian just for the backline. But it doesn't matter. Renegade knows the objective. Gonna be securing down for the mid. And that's it. It's Renegade saying goodbye. Chaknu also is gone. Benicute once again on the first one. Chase on to Chester. Benicute is forever.
Benicute is forever, man.
Man, it's not. I think there's no one who can really kill Benicute anymore.
Oh dear, I thought that was a good play already for NXP Solid, but Execration on the back of Benicute, the player that we're hyping out earlier, hyping up earlier.
Look at Benicute.
And Benicute, the third straight kill with the sticker on.
Oh, Alice, man.
Alice is here to stay.
Yeah, Alice is here to stay. That might be it. That might be it for this game. I mean, I'm not saying Execration will surely win, but this is the biggest lesson on the lineup of Execration.
Yeah. Now, big wave of minions onto the bottom means that they will be able to push. Now, in the middle part of the map, we can see that the Rogers are already working on the Lord very slowly.
And here's the thing. Between the two cores, Roger is more durable than the Ling.
Yeah. When it comes to just the raw survivability of both heroes. And I like the timing of how Execration won that specific skirmish, because it also meant that they can pressure the Lord area, force NXP Solid to either fight them under that area or be secluded against each other.
Yeah,
or even just the middle.
Hate is just focusing on the Lord. He got this brute force breastplate on, goes onto the melee. There's gonna be Yawi. They have an idea. NXP Lord is on reset. Renegade. Okay, he's going for the split. H2 as well.
Okay.
Alright, NXP is starting to send a message that, you know what, we don't want to take 5v5 fights.
And Benicute, oh, what? No way!
Bye-bye.
I was literally going to commend him for what he is doing, and he was magnetized to the arrow.
Yeah, but ladies and gentlemen, Selena, as we describe her, is really good at guessing. Hope we can guess. That's, in Tagalog, sana makahula. And that's what happens here. Ladies and gentlemen, members of Execration, they're falling out of their own formation. They get hate here, focusing on to Chester. Of course, do not expect that H2 will ignore that. H2 will be coming in. Hate has to walk around. Etomax also getting some attention here onto the NXP side, but they have to fall back. There is the minion wave pushing in the mid. Zapno also joins the party, trades up with MB. And I think that's it.
And there's no energy for H2O. That's why he didn't fight after the Roger went onto him. Would really be scary for Execration, but I guess Hate says, okay, he doesn't have energy, maybe I can fight now. But this time, it's not the best decision. Nice dodge, however, but he will not survive against 3 members of NXP Solid. Get back to where you came from, Hate.
This is why I keep on saying, it's so hard to become an Execration fan. They always fight this.
It's always heartbreak after heartbreak.
They always fight these very close games. And someone get caught up to position. And those are great games, really. And you know what happens here? NXP Solid, they know they have a window.
Yeah.
Benny has a 30.
Yeah.
Second timer here. And Benny is doing a lot for Execration right now.
Man, I came from the future. The future says...
Oh no, hate is on the timer.
90% of Execration fans have developed carjack problems in the future just of how Execration toys with their emotions.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when you think there is a setup for the comeback, one member gets picked up on a side lane. So easy. Very, very easy.
It's never scientific when you're looking at Execration.
Yeah.
It's always just emotions, emotions, emotions.
Yes. All right, let's see here. Renege is not as durable, receiving a lot of damage here from Benecute and Edomax. There's going to be the full fight all in onto the Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, let us see. Avarao Garza will be the one who will slay on the Lord. That's a big slam dunk. There for the side of NXP, I'm losing bread here. Onto the side again, H2 focusing. Side lane is pushing. You got Chester falling back. This is Execration's win. But that might be enough minion wave to get the kill down for the bot. There is the push completed, and now H2's delaying everyone. He will join the party. Remember that Hate is gone here. No more carry for the side of Exe. And now also not going to be in reach of Benecute here for his first kill. Chester flickers out. Everyone is going God mode here. Renege goes for split. And Sapno is defending here. Benecute also tries to respond. This might be at least a good defense here for Execration. But H2 setting up me for the mid.
Oh, H2O, what a nice snag in there. Going in, baiting on the members out, picking up a blade and then executing it. E2 Max in there. Even with E2 Max playing such a good Valier play, always readying up the searing turret against H2O. H2O still manages to win that fight for NXP Solid. But it wasn't a clear victory.
Yeah, not a clear victory. And H2,
what a
he
play,
will be
though.
ignoring Chakno. You know the late game link. It's actually split push link.
Oh,
it's very
that's
threatening
right.
actually on the side lanes. That's the thing about link.
And you also have that split pushing Renege.
Yeah.
And making it hard for Execration. Now, it's true that the split push play is such a classic that you try to outsmart your opponents and have them running around the map, and the Execration can really fall for that. However, sometimes you get over your head and you over split push. That's also a thing. Split pushing can also make you overestimate your own strength. And many times in this game, from the 20-minute mark until the 27-minute mark, you kind of feel that NXP Solid, the way that they're trying to split push, is also them splitting their own team fight and sacrificing their team fight integrity. And that's happening time and time again. But at least in the skirmishes that do matter, specifically the last one, they won it.
And look at that. Because of the side lanes are now considered free lanes here for NXP, they know they can play this all mid mode. And Renege gets pick up.
Overestimating your bounds, man.
Yeah. He's crossing borders there. And if they get wiped out in the mid, this is still Execration. Can go all in for the mid here. And MB, of course, got an Avatar of Guardian just to walk away. And still Chester. The Selena are always a problem down for the mid game. You know the problem about Selena Arrow? There's very little anti-crowd control items available. Just so you can make sure that the Selena Arrow is a non-factor. That's the problem. Oh! Wow! So explosive. Very cutie.
He knows. Okay, they're trying to make a case now in the middle.
Yeah. Zapno's not here, huh? Zapno's not here. He's defending. Okay. They're willing to take the fight 4v4 into the base. MB here is destroyed. Not giving any breathing room for H2. He went for the side. H2 knows what's up. You know, let's not fight. We're gonna go for the cut.
Okay.
You know?
H2 says...
This is not German cut. That is Brazilian cut, ladies and gentlemen. That's already the Brazilian cut.
Yep. Like everything is just clean shaved now.
Yes. Let us see, ladies and gentlemen.
Hashtag shave the day, man.
Hashtag shave the day. Hashtag shave the day.
Look at this, man. This is probably the closest we can get. Like it's 28 minutes in and nobody's leading when it comes to the gold.
Wow, look at H2. He was able to secure the purple, but no more escaping for H2.
Hurts.
One last spell there, but of course, it won't be Benecute that is guessing where the position of H2 might be. Renege is still hiding around.
The thing with Mobile Legends is that if you get those ever-scaling heroes like the Alice, the Clock of Destiny, as well as the passive, one misstep from a core, from a carry, even as squishy as H2O is, without the magic resistance, he melts.
My question, by the way, is there any cap on the scaling of Alice?
I think there's no cap.
Oh my god.
If I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
In terms of the damage output, when it comes to the cooldowns, there's a cap on those cooldowns. Yes, but when it comes to the AP that you get from it, I think that it's ever scaling. I mean, the general idea of mages nowadays, it's just that it's just inflated when it comes to the Alice as compared to like a Selena. Because Selena can still scale infinitesimally speaking, but not as inflated as Alice can do when it comes to just raw damage.
Yeah. I want to describe the situation right now for these two teams. Execration, they have to leave Zapno onto side lanes defensively. They will start taking fights 4v5 even. Right now, NXP, they know that they can still start losing team fights, even for V5 ones, but they have a very, very strong side lane pressure. They have a very, very strong split push capacity. They're all in onto Zapno.
Benecutie knows what a punish if they are able to close this one out, but Renegade is not. He's going to hold his ground, I mean.
And magic resistance are building up onto the side of NXP.
Oh, there it is. Jackno going to be caught now.
Yeah, he got his regeneration on. All right. He still has his immortality. Focuses onto Yawi. He tries to get the timing down. Actually, what you really need is to catch H2. H2 pokes into the side. Very ballsy plays from H2.
In comes the Avatar of the Guardian, not going to hit on anyone, and the Renegade wants to fight the Alice.
No more ultimate onto Benecutie. They want to focus on the Benecutie. NXP shows... actually, Renegade gets destroyed, but H2 still tries to get a timing, was able to pop off the immortality against Etomax. Benecutie is still alive. Ladies and gentlemen, Yawi might be the one that won't survive, and that's two members gone already for NXP. Next one would be MB. This might be it for EXE. Remember, they are pushing for the mid. They have an inhibitor turret advantage in the mid. But I think that's it. They're going to go for the Lord. All right.
In this game, I'm going to call Benecutie Big Brain Benny.
All right.
That was so smart, the string of plays. Okay, from the top lane when they defended against Renegade, to the point where they pushed back the Ganokacha in the middle, and then he forced H2O to use the Tempest of Blades against him to hit nothing but air. And H2O all of a sudden doesn't have impact in the team fights. Big Brain Benny, man.
Big Brain Benny. And, you know, Benecutie is just dancing around. He's actually waiting for H2 here. H2 hovering, trying to decide. Chester here will be caught. Next one onto MB. That's Jackman focusing onto the Lord. You get H2 dancing around. Jackman did saw him. They are now here. Hate is also dancing around. 3 members of NXP still gone, and the pressure established on the mid. H2, he needs to make a game-changing play here. He dances around. He is going to gamble. He has the retribution on. If H2 gets caught at that's it for NXP. And the Lord is gonna be on the other side of EXE. The gamble is lost. NXP here loses their carry. Oh my god.
Mistakes were made.
I mean, that's a gamble.
That is
a gamble. The gamble is lost.
The gamble has been lost. I mean, if he was able to get the Lord, we would. I'm sure that we're gonna say that was a big brain play. But,
yes.
But if not, it's a mistake. And that's the nature of a gamble. And now Execration are definitely stronger when it comes to the full team fight.
Yes. Here's the thing. We have the Lord walking in the
Malefic
mid. Yawi is doing what he can to stall. You know why? Because they want to buy some timers for H2.
And H2O is... This is quite 15. A long respawn timing. 15
14
seconds, man.
13.
They might lose this.
Yeah. We got 10 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it all goes to the wave clear. 8 seconds on the H2.
Where's the wave from NXP Solid? It's non-existent at this
5
point,
seconds on the H2. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lord is focusing. The third is focusing onto the Lord. That's going to be Yawi saying goodbye. No minion wave still in the mid, but they were able to secure at least a bottom lane inhib.
And that's the top lane also in trouble now for NXP Solid. They might be too late to defend this, and they don't. They can't. They don't have the wave clear, Shinbu.
Oh my god, that's very good. He stays in the mid. H2 burns his Blade of Tempest, and that's it. That's going to be the Avatar of Guardian just to walk away. It doesn't matter, as the members of EXE, they can easily focus onto the base, and that's it. We have a game 3 as EXE takes the victory.